Right. So I've been searching for a headlight problem on my Nissan Terrano or Pathfinder, depending on where you are in the world. Uh, so after a lot of investigation, I found that there are two sources, or three sources if you want to count the fuses. But if you ignore the fuses, let's say you have checked the fuse and all of this to the headlights, then there are two extremely common problem makers on this kind of car. And the first problem maker is the stick that control it all. Yes, which you can switch on the headlights, because so if you have a problem with the headlight, it's very common, and you can buy this very cheap on different websites, often from China. They have a lot, but you can try to repair the stick by putting this away. Just flip, and then you can fix the small iron things here, so they get good contact, and maybe bend them a bit so they get even better contact. Or like for example what I did, I tried at first, but then I got it to work a bit, but it was never really perfect. So I bought a new one and installed. So now that is not a problem anymore on my car. So that fixed the problems when I hit on the headlights. But if you want to fix, for example, the automatic headlights, then you have to find the relay that control the automatic headlights. So when you switch on the car with your key, and they should go on instantly. It's very common that on, for example, Nissan cars, that only one headlight is working on the automatic. So always when you hit the key, then only one headlight will light up and one will be shut down until you take the stick and put this on. To find the the relay that control this, then you have to go here next to the battery. You have actually the module with all the relays. And to find the problem, to solve this, then you have to understand what you're looking at. So for me, I found that this little guy, this one, was the problem. So I repaired it. I actually repaired this one because first I wanted to buy a new one, desolder it, and then take another, buy another one and solder it on the motherboard here. But it was very hard to find, so I gave up and just managed to repair this one and then solder it back. But these two anyhow control the automatic headlights. So I think this one goes to the right and this one goes to the left. This little relay, it's for the parking lights. So when you put on, it's automatic parking lights, this one control. So that's a very common thing also that can happen on this car. And as a last thing that I'm gonna say is that for some reason my car did not only have this one that was broken, it also actually you have to use a multimeter that I have here and find the cables that are going in and giving the power to the headlights, which go through the relays. One of this cable, and it's actually I measured, and it's these two. They're gonna take a little pointer here. So actually, it's this one, the red and white, and this one, the red here. Those two are giving power to these two. So this must have 12 volts. But when I measured them, the red and white here, it gave 12 power, and that headlight worked as normal. But the fully red, for some reason it didn't give 12 volts. So you see I have put on this little one here, this red one. So it's a little thief, or we used to call them that. So I just put an extra cable with plus, which is so I took a cable with a fuse on from the battery just to give it extra plus, because I didn't have the energy to actually find out where the problem is with the cable, because it's go all the way into the coupe. So I gave up on that one. It's not the best, it's not the right way to do it, but I did it that way to solve the problem here now. But yeah, so that's also a thing that you have to check if your headlights on your Nissan do not work, or the automatic headlights do not work on your Nissan. The relays and these two cables, the red white and the red one, they should give 12 volts. If that's working, then you're probably pretty fine, at least when it comes to this module. Alright, so my problem on my car is that these two cables, the red and white cable and the red cable here, they for some reason didn't give full power. They didn't have 12 volts. So when I had measured with my multimeter, I noticed that only the red and white cable was giving 12 volts and the red one did not. So when the car is, like, the key was switched on, these two should switch on and these two cables should give full power to the headlights, but only the red and white did. So you can, if you have the energy, try to find why did this cable, why doesn't it get any plus, any 12 volts. I gave up completely, so, and just took a cable with a fuse on that I connected to the battery and just put it on to give it new and fresh 12 volts, solving the problem quick and easy. So I cheated a bit and so on. I don't know if this is unique for my car. I've never heard about anyone having this problem, that one of these power cable just stopped working, but it did for me at least. So it was a bit annoying, you know, that first I realized this relay was broken, then I fixed it and then it still didn't work. So and then when I started measuring, I saw that this cable was also bad. Yeah, but anyhow, now I fixed it and both of my headlights are working.